Hey folks, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over my law enforcement stuff. Obviously I'm not in desperate need for any law enforcement stuff, but we're going to go over everything I have. Welcome back to the channel. We are doing another video for this new channel we have called Trooper Police. We do our other video, Trooper 10 Extra, and then we're going to do another video like Trooper Food Reviews or something, so please stay tuned for that. Start over here. This is going to be a light bar. It's able to magnetically mount onto a car, but I lifted out the rein too much and now it's warped and does not work. It just is dead, but it's another cool part. These two long guns are going to be what we use in the patrol car. So we have this gun is going to be stood up like this in our patrol car, and then obviously I have this adjustable sight. But obviously, you know, it's nice. It does work when I turn it on. I have to put new batteries in it, but it does make sound. We are going to get more red gun tools like that. But stay tuned to this. This is our Nerf Rival firearm. It does have a safety switch on. I think that's pretty cool. But obviously, I can fill this up. Obviously, it's closed now. Here, let me just do this for a second. And now it's opened. And obviously you can see how this works. Now when I open it up, and then you can. Oh crap! That was loud. Shit! Scared the shit out of me. Anyway, this is my old taser. I used to use this. It is a zapper taser. I have a more realistic one. I have the red one. The orange one. This works. Now that I'm buying new gear, I have enough for other people to have a full set, so I'm glad. If you guys want to, I painted this, it was black. Like, who's going to want it? I don't want a black taser because it looked exactly like my old black gun. Not that one, but it was black, and I was thinking, this does not look right. And I had black and black, so. This is my other gun. I don't know if you guys know, but it may be some kind of M9 or Beretta or some shit. You put the cartridge in. That's what I loved about this gun, is you'd actually put the cartridge in, and it was filled with fake bullets, and then the shells would come out the side. Nothing would shoot out, but you can see the mechanism. I think that's pretty cool. You can see it working inside. But, it's an interesting one. This is a good one if I go undercover. I can load this. It's a single shot, so if I load that, it's got a very powerful shooting. One of my friends gave me this. I don't know them anymore, but I did have them one point. People are going to wonder, does this come out? It does not. This is actually how you put the batteries in. If I can get the damn thing open. There we go. See, the battery system's in there. So no, it does not come out. Over here is going to be more accessories I got. So this is if I go undercover. I roleplay as different things because it used to be just me, so you'll see a little bit less of that. But this is like if I put a badge on, I could clip a badge on it, do an FBI roleplay or something, I'd have that. Here's my whistle. I will carry this on me. This is going to be so I can alert people, alert drivers. I do use this for real events too. Over here is going to be I'm not going to say where it is because I don't want to rat out. But anyway, Richmond Police. I'm not in Richmond. Nor am I going to say what Richmond this is. But this is a badge. A bracelet I got. And this is a State Fire Marshal badge. So it's cool to wear that. Here's just a pen we use. These are going to be good for out patrolling. I like them. Here is a LifeStar thing. It looks like you'd pull that before a flight. Keychain. We keep these. Maybe in the car when I deck my car out, we do that. And finally, the most common pen. These are assigned to us by Pen Gear. Different pens that we use. But yeah, I like these ones. Over here is our radio set, so I will use these. We use these a lot. These buttons are actually non-functional. This one's the only one. Oh no, this one doesn't have battery in it. This is my newest one. These are what we're going to use on the job. These are Motorola CP100D Moto Turbo, the first level of Moto Turbo there is. They go about 2 miles without being cracky. These are what we previously used. We still do use these when we're connecting to multiple people. These are going to be Motorola RMU 2040s. These are the lowest, and these are the highest of the regular Motorola N before we get into Moto Turbo. These are good. They do have a swivel thing. Better than the other ones. Those don't have a swivel, so I can swivel this easily. Well, not easily with one hand, but, My first radios I ever got before when I started documenting my collection was these Midland X-Talkers. These go pretty shitty, but I mean, obviously it is what it is. T5-1A, yeah, I mean they'll go probably about 50 feet and then they'll start getting cracky. So we said, well, the hell with it, we're not going to use these. But they do they get a little bit, they get decent. If you're in really clear weather and there's a good connection, you can get pretty decent signal. So these are our Uniden. These are ham radios, but I haven't hooked them up, and they're very, very old. They don't even make these anymore. Here. I mean, this one's very low on battery. I haven't charged it, but obviously very old. This is a boost button, not a panic button, like on most police radios. These are very good. These actually go farther than it thinks. And underneath is a glove box by Restore. We're going to go onto my belt. Oh, and then I have this. This is going to be a earpiece. We use earpieces very infrequently. I guess we should go more. This does have a very smooth swivel. I say that and then it doesn't swivel. But whatever the hell with it. You get it. I don't think it wants to swivel right now, but who cares? By Midland, of course, the company I'm not too much of a fan of. But obviously I can do push-to-talks right there. And you plug this into the radio. These do not work on Motorola because it's not the adapter size. But these are good, very soft, very nice quality, actually better than the quality of the radio itself. So that's not very surprising. Here's my duty belt. All this stuff except for this, and this are new. So, and then the holsters I just pointed out. So this is going to be my duty belt I wear now. We're going to be carrying different types of tools on us, including the vest when I don't have a partner with me. Starting over here, this is going to be, this is like this newest item of this type of thing. Like the ones that just have to slide on compared to the ones that clip on. But this is going to be where I hold my keys. I got my keys for my car, and then I have the handcuffs. The problem with these handcuff keys is if I drop one and I cuff somebody, someone can grab that and uncuff it because the color coding, so the dark handcuffs, which are in that vest, the silver key for those handcuffs will unlock it. So those are like universal. It's a problem. I mean, those are pretty nice. This is what I just discovered and I really enjoy it. This is called inert water-based pepper spray. So it's not oleoresin capsicum. So it doesn't have capsaicin in it. So it will not burn. And I obviously use it out, but it has water in it. So you can have, instead of using a spray bottle or faking cardboard at cutouts, you could just buy this, $9 for Sabre. And, I like it. I mean, it's practice canister, it's good. It's very good. It came about 2 days. And obviously you can see right here, if it's not focuses, that it does not contain the pepper irritants. It's got water in it. So it looks real. It feels like I'm holding the real thing when it's full. And it sprays like the real thing because it's meant to mimic the real thing instead of having capsaicin in it. So I use these these are very good, and I wouldn't recommend spraying in somebody's eyes, but you can. It will not cause harm. It's very cool. I was surprised because I was like, wow, I can finally mimic pepper spray. So that's that. Then we have our Guns and Flower. Thank you guys for sending us this Guns and Flower holster. It's got the right index finger, and it is very secure. It's most of the secure gun holder I have. It's got the first level there, and then it has this thing that'll clip on the belt itself. So it's very good. I cannot put this gun in because it's a Generation 5. We're moving on to our Generation 5 Glock 17 red gun. This is made out of hard plastic, and it's by American Safety Models. Grip feels very real. Feels like I'm holding the real thing without the weight. It's probably about 2 pounds. It will not fully fit into this holster, but it will fit enough to cover half the trigger, which is enough for me because I don't really need to. None of this is real. None of this has moving parts. It's not like these where they actually move. It is itself. It's meant to mimic the look of it. Back here is where my back would be, so I'm very, it's comfortable there. I don't have to worry about pain in my back because I have that. Here is my Recon Medical and the non-Recon medical pouch with a tourniquet holster. This is going to be my Recon Medical tourniquet that I carry on me. Obviously, I gotta tell you guys, when you put in a tourniquet, do an instruction manual or choose something on YouTube, because these are so hard to put together if you don't know what you're doing. Like for me, first time, took me about an hour or 2 hours to put this damn thing together. So it's a bitch, but it does work. And then the pen inside, so I can write down the time, is in here. So that's that. It is kind of a pain, but it does work. I'm thinking about getting a training one of these because I don't know if I want to use a real one all the time. Here is my ViperTech off-brands handcuffs here. These are silver. I needed a pair of silver. I had black, and I wanted the police style look per se. So I got these. These have been good. They are very new. They're probably about 2 years old. Those are about 4 years old. I think it was 4 Halloweens ago I got those, and 2 Halloweens ago I got these. So it was pretty. That's how I base it off, because it's halfway to the end of the year. But these are good. They are chain link handcuffs. Very shiny still. And they're in an open case, somewhat firm handcuff pouch that slides on. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this one does not slide on. You just pinch that thing and then it'll slide off, so you can adjust it. That's what I love. I can move it to my vest to there. Whereas I could not move this to my vest because it's got to be slid on. Here is my old gun holster. I am waiting on my Taser X26P holster to come in. Hopefully, if any of you guys know, will it fit? Will this Taser X26P fit into a Taser X26 general holster? But anyway, I have it in here. This is going to be an Uncle Mike's gun holster. This is not a thumb release or release. This is actually here. I put the little part because it would fold over like that, and I put it in there because I was getting sick of just doing that. That's not realistic. So this is another one I can just unclip. So when I have a partner, I can put everything on the vest and give the vest to them and use the belt for myself. This is going to be our Taser X26 Red Gun P, same material as this, except it's a little bit shinier. This is going to be what we use on the job. It's mimicked. A little bit of they a little overdid it here. Looks like it's been a little, print came out a little bit weird, but it definitely feels heavier than that, which surprises me. But, everything's modeled. I am also going to get a laser one that just has the laser to it, no electric shock, and that will have moving parts, like a not moving trigger, but it will have a switch like this moving, so I can turn the laser on, and we can make it look more real. So that's going to be everything I have back on the back here. Then we have this is what I used to carry my Taser in. It works better, but of course, you can carry pepper spray back here, which I think is good. This is not a police model thing, but it does hold a flashlight, which I think is good. Here's another holster. This is a radio holster. I snapped that fucking button off, so now it's a piece of shit stuck on right. That's not meant to be clipped onto. That's a fucking button that was on this. This is going to be a ring baton or flashlight holster. I mean, Jesus. You know what I mean. Mag pouch, never use these. Environmental police badge, Rhode Island State Environmental Police. Got that when I went down to Rhode Island. Here's my police hat. And here is my partner's vest. And then I have my Amtrak pin up here. And then we have our DUI flashlight that has a low beam flash to it. Anyway, that's going to be the video. I'm very glad that you folks tuned in. Please make sure you are checking out more than my other channel, Trooper 10 Extra. We do all train videos there. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great life. Peace.